Hey you! Thank you for stopping by Beauty Passion Fashion. I'm Miss Portia, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about 5 different things you should never do when you're trying to grow long, healthy hair. Let's get into it. Wearing tight updos. Any form of stress on our hairline can actually lead to hair loss because of the constant pulling and tugging at the hair follicles. So this can long-term have some damaging effects, causing traction alopecia, among other, balding effects of the hairline. So I would definitely say if you want to wear a hairdo that's up in style and it's really tight, as soon as you leave the event that you're at, or look, if you're anything like me, as soon as I get in the vehicle, especially if the windows are tinted, that updo gotta come down because I cannot keep tight updos for anything, okay? So I would just recommend that you lessen the amount of times that you have your updo for, and wear a loose, messy bun just to protect your hair, your hairline, just everything about it. Using rubber bands. Now, when rubber bands are tightly secured around your hair, it can actually lead to a lot of tension on the follicles as well. So it actually depends on how you're pulling the rubber band out when you're done with your style. A lot of times people will just pull the rubber band out their hair, and it's guaranteed that you're gonna see hair on that rubber band, and it's because of the material. Your hair is gonna wrap around, roll, it can get tangled in the rubber band, and it's just best to not use that type of thing. I would more so say to use like a black hair tie, which is actually rubber band as well, but you do have some satin material that could be around the actual rubber band material, and those are just way better to use because it's just better. Just snip it out. Now this next one is actually a really, really important one, and it's like probably number 1 on my list of things not to do when you're trying to grow long, healthy hair. And this is not keeping your hair moisturized. And I just have to say, this is so important. Keeping your hair moisturized is a vital necessity of growing long, healthy hair, or just growing hair in general, or keeping your hair in a healthy state. Your hair needs to thrive in moisture in order for it to grow. Think of it as like a seed or a plant. Like, you need to water your plants in order for it to grow healthy and strong, right? Using excessive heat is like a big no-no. Now, I used to think, it's okay, it'll be fine. But no, it really actually does do something to your hair bonds. I noticed that I gained more split ends when I used excessive heat, or heat that it wasn't even necessary for me to use. When I did have a relaxer many years ago, I would always keep my hair straight. So I did use a lot of heat, and I had a bad habit of always ironing my hair every time I saw that my edges would frizz up, because my edges were the main thing that would frizz up the most out of my entire head. So I would always iron it as soon as I see it frizz up, and that's just a big no-no. Like, all of that is unnecessary if you have to pass the hair iron through your hair 4 times. You just need to get a better iron in order to get the style that you're looking for. Now, the use of chemicals in your hair could be a controversial topic, but I really think that it depends on your hair state. Okay, so if you have, weak, brittle hair and you're trying to get it back into a healthier state, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the use of chemicals, because it's just gonna further damage your hair. The bonding in your hair probably cause issues that is worse than what you were experiencing before. So a lot of times I would always recommend something that is more on the natural side, because that is actually helping your hair to come back to its original state. The way that you originally had it when you were born. Of course we come into our hair type, but using things like natural oils, hair dye that are more natural, like henna, is a good option. I just think that for our hair health, but not only our hair health, our physical health, because it does go inside of the skin after all. Our scalp is our skin. It goes into the bloodstream, everything that you apply to your head. So just keep that in mind. Try to relax on the relaxers. Use less chemicals. Okay, so that concludes the 5 things that I wanted to talk to you today about what not to do when growing your hair. Now, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and please do come back for more because I have a whole lot of tips and tricks and a whole lot of things that you're not going to want to miss when it comes to growing your hair, among other things, taking care of your skin, your body. You don't want to miss it. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And until next time, blessings to you.